Alright, let's check this out. Players taking damage, all this and that. Okay, so try this. Get hit with this. Not a surprise. Jam cannot be compiled. Rebuild choice manually. Okay, so let's try Visual Studio Code. You know, I thought, I don't know what version of Visual Studio I need, but I thought this would be sufficient. There's no SLN in here, right? No, I don't want to sign in. Just leave me alone. Just work. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I thought this would just work. Hold on a second. Okay, so I got Visual Studio. I guess I gotta like sign in. I mean, what? It's Visual Studio Community. What is there to do? Like, I don't have my license when stale. Like, what license? So Visual Studio. Hopefully it still works. It says it's my email address, I guess. Great. Okay, so I'll do this and then try this again. Look at this fun. Microsoft error. It's silly. Do you want to continue running scripts on this page? Sure, whatever. Okay. A little web app thing going on. Okay, no. Just like that. Okay, second time worked. Okay, yeah, I mean, the license is kind of silly. Like, it's just the free version. Okay, so I need to crack open, continue without code. Yeah, I just need to get in here, make sure I have the right plugin things. I think I haven't set this up for C++, so I need to make sure it has the right stuff. I think get tools and features might be the right thing. Probably in here, yeah. So I need to make sure I have C++ profiling tools. Can I? Okay. C++ profiling, address sanitizer. I don't know where that's at. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure this is the right place to be looking for this. Okay, so apparently this is in the installer, which I need to figure out how to get to. I don't know how to get to the installer. I mean, I guess I can get to it from like program list. Debug. I don't know. Come in here. Address sanitizer. Yeah, I think I need to go to the installer. I hesitate to let this thing update. What are you going to do? Are you going to update to... I want you to stay on 2019 community, but... yeah, I don't think I'm going to update this. Okay. Okay, so I think this is what I want. I'm going to come here to program menu, change. I think this is going to give me that list. But I'm looking for address sanitizer and then like C++ profiling tools, I think. Oh, no. Don't do this. Just use the one that's already on the machine. Okay. Okay, so I'll just wait for this. Okay, so let's see. You got this updater here. Okay, I'm gonna modify. I'm going to close this because it's going to mess with the program. All right. Wow. All right, so I know I need C++. So game development, this, all is good. So the C++ profiling tools. Oh yeah, here it is. That's there. Okay, so I have those. I need the C++ profiling tool, it's already checked, and the address sanitizer, which is also here checked. So it says other default options. Um, Gaming section. Okay, down here. Game development Unity. Game development C++. I mean, there's like a box for Unreal. I can try that. I don't care about Windows 10 SDK lower versions. I have this. That's for VR. You need this for VR. Remember that much. Yeah. Yeah, well, let's just try that. Install it now. Just download then install. That's insane. Don't stream install. Telling me those bits are in perfect order. Okay, I guess okay, finished. Alright, so let's see. I guess, I don't know, I can just try. So apparently some people, when they hit this error, just having that stuff installed, it'll automatically tap into it. That's one bit of advice that I read. Okay, and so when it says that, another thing you can do is generate Visual Studio project files, which I thought they'd already be in here. A little surprised that I don't see an SLN file already, but maybe, yeah, it just doesn't need it. I think in Unity they have SLN files sitting in there. But it's not version controlled, I think, so you like don't need it, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so let's do this. Right. Oh, we're gonna be this part of game dev. Getting lower level. Maybe I shouldn't say low level, but it's definitely beneath the graphics. Valid SDK setup, iOS, Android, Linux. Well, yeah, because I don't have those on the system. Generating registry project files, discovering modules. It is missing C++ toolchain. Ah, what? Okay, well then, please verify that MSVC v142 latest selected. Maybe I have to update my thing, but okay, so MSVC v142. Let's see what's up. Yeah, people are like, yeah, just update, but no. No, because I have other things that build with that version, and I do not want to complicate those projects, so I don't have to. .NET. I think okay, so Credible. Yeah, here it is. MSVC 142. Let me pull this over. So we have that. Please verify that the MSVC 142 is selected. Yes. VS DC++. Yeah, I might have to update. This is really not. Oh, I see. Yeah, I have a minimum version requirement here. That is crummy. Well, I'll leave my VS 2019 alone. I'll just have to install that. I'll come back. Alright, so I downloaded the 2022 installer. If I'm not mistaken, you can have multiple versions of Visual Studio on your machine. So I can keep my 2019 for the other stuff I was doing. And then this one, I should be able to do game development stuff here. So I should be able to do this. And we know from, yeah, so it's MSVC, C++ profiling tools, address sanitizer. I'm just going to throw that in there because why not? And hopefully do the trick. Install it, downloading makes me uncomfortable, but I'm going for speed now. So let's see if you work. Break my computer. Data science, analytical stuff. Uh, this is a really pretty installer. Oh, you're installing on C drive? Yeah. Alright, hold on, let me see. I don't know if I want that. Okay, hoping this doesn't mess up my stuff. I'll just let this run. It's probably gonna take a while. Oh dear, operating system not supported. I see. Interesting. We'll continue. Alright, looks like the installer finished. That's okay. Okay, cool. So nice. I can have both my versions on here. Doesn't have to clash with other projects. It's nice. Right. I don't know. Let's try this again. See if it'll auto nab things. That's not immediately failing, so that's a good sign. I'll pause and if this takes a while. Hey, it looks good. We're getting this. I'm still expecting there to be errors of some kind, but we'll see. Even just getting into the editor, that would be good. Could read some logs from their little console, see what's up. Alright, this is an anticlimactic session. Which installing software dependencies. It's great, but it's important stuff. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Okay, that one's always been happening. I don't care about that. When S editor was open, when editor quit, would you like to reopen them? No. No, you don't need to do that. So that's cool. Alright, camera angle. What we got? Alright, homeboy's right there. Alright, cool. Things are looking different. So check out if we can play. Blueprint compilation errors, okay. Are you sure you want to play? Yeah, I'm sure that they have problems. I'm gonna go ahead and play and see what happens. Blueprint compile error. That's a nice graceful failure. That's really nice that it fails like that. Okay, so I want to see it again, but it looks like it now I can't get it back, which isn't great. So how do I get you back? Well, if I wanted to see that error again, how do I do that? Trace. Is there like an error somewhere? Yeah, then see if I can. Yeah, the controls for this are like really unintuitive for me. Like I can't use the D-pad. So this is like look around and then I can click and drag to move. But it's weird. Like I want to move left and right. I can't move left and right. Yeah, this is super weird. Like I just want to go to the right. I don't want to do this weird pivot thing. So I click both mouse buttons now. So I can almost be intuitive. I get this left and right, but then I get this weird zoom behavior as well. Just want panning. But you can't really get that. This is like that old school control scheme where when you press the right button, it like turns your character instead of panning, like sidestepping. So yeah, I always hated that. I forgot what it's called, but it's some really old control scheme. Alright, so I'll ignore that for now. I see if I can find that error again. So now, this is not good because it's not telling me anymore that there's a problem, but there is one. I want you to tell me when there's problems and not stop. Because now that I have let it go, I can't, how do I see that again? What if I, yeah, I can't like move this around. Now, what is wrong with this control scheme? Like, my gosh. Do people actually move the thing like this? Okay, so I forgot how to do this, like pan. Okay, looked up invert last time. And that's not it. Fly, enable fly camera. What binding? I just turn it on. I don't know. I don't really like this, but I had this on before. I don't know. I don't remember how I turned it on. Okay. Alright, so if I hold down the mouse button, I can kind of get some fly action. But I can't look up. It's backwards. Wow. Who came up with this intuitive control scheme? Should be, there we go. So right mouse click gets some kind of familiar movement. Okay, there we go. So holding down the right mouse button and then WASD, I can kind of move around. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. I prefer it would just be like 3D modeling program instead of this weirdness. Like, it's got this weird mix influence. Okay, so that's one obstacle rediscovered and reconquered. Next thing is that I'm pretty sure the issue is like with that BP stage. I wish it would tell me the error again so I can kind of look at it, but let's see. I don't see it on here at all. Level sequence, player start, cast mesh default. What am I not seeing here? What is not showing up on the scene that's like loading? Because I know there's stuff that's supposed to load in here. Playground. Yeah, these are like walls and so the room is like smushed down a little bit. Nav mesh, yeah, I don't know. This block is empty. I can't just click that for a hotkey or something. There's nothing to see in there, maybe is what that means. World data layer. World partition minimap and SM chamfer queue. Yeah, there's no object in here that's like spawning things that I can tell. So it must be like a higher level thing in the scene, but it's not showing up in the scene itself. So it runs as a part of the scene somehow. Okay. Yeah, viewport is. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to get to the stuff. Like world settings, maybe. No, that can't be right. That would be just like project settings stuff. But yeah, I'm not really sure where to go um to get to the blueprints and stuff. I saw it before. Yeah, this is weird. Image details, outliner. No, it's funny. Camera shaker. Interesting. Tools. Blueprint debugger. Sure. No call sack to display. Surely there's a problem. You were complaining mere moments ago. Stop. What does that do? Data flow. I expect something. Some information about how you're crashing or not working. Okay, so no. Truly uncertain. What's up? I'm gonna like put you in here. Alright, this and cut. I'm just gonna. That seems like it'll be helpful because issues blueprints. I just don't know how to get to the blueprints. Message log, output log. Output log's down here. Message log, not sure what the difference is between message log and output log. There we go. Alright, so message log is what we wanted to find. So a message log seems quite useful. Output log, what are you? What is the difference between an output log and a message log? My question. And can I get you in the same drawer down here? It seems to be a special drawer. You can't just put things in there. I'm gonna keep this guy hang out up here because you seem rather important. Message log. Revision control disabled. Alright. Blueprint log. Okay, so that's what I want to see. Plane editor. Oh, that's right. It's attached to the character now. Server logged in, plane editor, total start time. Okay. Localization service is disabled. Alright, so this is cool. This is helpful to know. So game, top-down blueprint, BP top-down character, BP top. Okay, cool. You see, that's all I needed to know. I just didn't anticipate it would be in the character. So player start is probably where it's at. Let's run this real quick and see what happens. So yeah, there you go. You're spawning things. So what's spawning you? It's probably player start. If I had to guess, let me see if I can just double click on this. Can I look at you? I don't want to really edit. I just want to look inside you. How do I do that? Edit. Yeah, it's not quite what I'm going for. Type player start. Do you reference anything? Capsule component. Yeah, so the capsule component itself probably won't. Persistent level. Okay. Cover actor. Data layer sounds. Rendering streaming LOD. This is like a filter. Yeah, okay. All. So it's not really here. So there's this edit C++. World data layers. I guess it could be in any one of these. Something like triggering, like it's a blueprint. So these symbols here, don't know if they mean anything really significant. Like this little brick symbol. a static mesh versus this thing, data layers, static mobility. Yeah, so I'm not sure what this little crystal ball means versus root component scene, raycast mesh. So there's this guy, this is all the stuff that came from Character Creator. Yeah, I don't see what's driving all this. Can I like delete this? Like, is this doing anything? Looks like it's doing nothing. Same thing with pillars. Just gonna delete them. That'll make you feel better. Just delete stuff. Okay, so I don't know what to do. I'm not sure where this stuff is at. Like what the entry point is. Like I don't see an entry point in here. So I mean, there has to be one. Like something has to be kicking things off. The scene itself maybe has something, but how do I get to that? Like, how do I this top-down map editor? Double-click to edit world settings. Create folder, world settings, clean up folders. Yeah, I would expect a way to really get in like a blueprint or something that has references to like entities to spawn. There's just a window that I'm not seeing. Viewport. I know I could just go to this contract drawer in here and like find the blueprint stuff and click on that, but what I'm trying to do is like learn how to trace it from the scene itself. It's like hitting play and being able to figure out like where you came from. Like I don't know how to like what's your parent, like who spawned you and how did this how did this happen? How did this come to be? Games Network Manager. Some of this is like these globals being created. No biggie. When this player start. This is being searched by something. New level sequence, I added that. I added these two, which were just me messing around. World data layers, instance. This seems like something that would... If this would do something. Pilots, move to... Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm out of things here. So I'm just gonna go back to this message log. Click on this, which will hopefully link to the asset, and so I can see this now. But I don't. What I don't understand, because I got into these before, is how are you? Wait. Oh, wait, this is like a sub. How are you ever getting executed? Like, yes, this is cool, but it's just the one thing. Like it's not like it has no connection to the thing that spawns it. So BP top-down character, animation stuff, that stuff. So this really doesn't matter too much. So this capture collider, that's probably used for triggers and stuff. But this like blueprint, so I can look at the thing. I can see construction script. So this is like initializing the place to spawn the components and do their setup. Yeah, but where? You just say construction script. There's no configuration saying where. Like you should, in my mind, okay, this thing exists, but then it should target something like that. Like it should be targeting this player start, and there's like some kind of implicit connection between this and that, and I can't see it. I don't like that. Like there should be a very clear reference to these two things somehow. Uh, this adjust resource. Okay, event graph. So if there's an event coming in, that's cool. This is pretty neat. So okay, I'm down with that. This is a clear entry point here. Takes any damage. Cool. So I should be seeing something like that here. Like when the game instantiates, like search for object of name or of type. So that's confusing because then theoretically this will just instantiate on every scene. But what if you have multiple like sort of spawn locations? How do you know which one to pick? How do you know, Mr. Mysterious Black Box Construction Script? Name, use, and create blueprint function. Can I like just dig into your code or something and just see the documentation there? It's grayed out. Weird. Super weird. Okay. Um, create widget must have. This is like a custom one. So what else is there to learn here? BP top down character. So this namespace here, BP top down character is this. So is there a little breadcrumb trail going on there? Okay. Arrow component. Camera boom. So these don't, like clicking on these doesn't change what's available like script wise. So it seems like that's it. So event graph, when play begins for this actor, enhance input, event damage any. So I guess, you know, you can have different events, new event graph. Okay, so don't want that. What if I want to add an event? I don't know how to add an event, but maybe it's this button here. On so override function. That makes sense. This must be the add event thing, I guess. Functions construction script. Interesting. Okay, adjust resources. A macro. Alright. Player HUD. This is kind of cool. Canvas target. Interesting. Okay, so there's canvas target. This is cool. It has like typical events that might occur. Select the variable's pen type. Oh, there are quite a number of these in here. So it appears to be a structure by the color, or no? The color doesn't mean anything. I'm just curious. I don't know. What do you classify it as? BP. Object type. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so just digging around in here to just kind of get familiar with what this thing's made up of. And so this thing is complaining. Maybe this is the error. Query widget must have class specified. Okay, so you want a class, you're supposed to construct a new widget, but you're griping about the object class you want to construct. But that's a pretty open-ended thing. I would guess it's HUD BP, but let me take a look at the code, this little branch thing here. So this is called event graph. We have BP, the errors here, apply health damage. Yeah, could be some other effect. So if there's a damage type coming here, cast the damage type up. Alright. If the cast fails, then we go over here. Damage type soul. So then there's this, like, I guess just output, or it's an exec. So after this, we run this, apply, target self, the damage. Then you current health, okay. So condition, exec. If it's true, then if it's false, you didn't. If it's true, then we run this. And so this is owning player. Player controller owns the widget. Widget class reference. Creates a new widget. Yeah, without really knowing what a widget is, I'm gonna guess that it's HUD BP, but um, I feel like that could easily be wrong. I don't know if that's gonna do anything useful. Create widget must have a class specified. All right, well I specified one. So now will you try? Will you try again? Okay. All right, that's cool. All right, so we got that. So that's one thing. So we got the HUD. Damage over time is probably happening. Let me see if this is showing up. I'll drag it over. So there was this one thing here. Apply. Was it over time? Apply damage. Current scroll. Current health. Clamp. Okay, so maybe not. I think maybe if we put something like event. I don't know if there's a. Maybe it's not. Maybe event isn't right. Or you just like have a ramp that just runs on every tick. A lerp, where it's just subtracting. No, that would be right, because then that would eventually, you would eventually just like die after a while. Oh, whoa, there's another thing down here. Whoa. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that. There is another thing down here. This is what I was looking for. Event begin play. Create HUD beefy widget. There, set player HUD. Okay, so then, but how, what still doesn't make sense to me is like, okay, that makes sense. Event can play as an entry point. Creates the HUD. Enhanced infant action interact triggered. Do once. Okay. Okay, so what's interesting here is, like, that makes sense when the scene starts, but then what makes you spawn for this particular scene? That you just always run for any scene? Event when play begins for this actor. But this actor isn't captured in a reference. Like you're not in the scene. So like how the heck does the game know? Is it just this magical object here just knows to spawn? Like this player character, like that's something. Okay, but I gotta like lift this up off the ground. That's not working. Whoops. I said Control Z, fool. No. Oh, it's over. I'm dead. And I did something. Accident. Show message log. I erased the scene on accident. Can I do a Control T? Control Shift T? No. I accidentally killed the tab. And now I don't know how to get it back. Quick soul. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, so this floor here is just a little high. Let's do something small. Is that going the wrong way? Music 51. D3. No, what? I'm very confused by this. 47. Okay, I'm very confused by this. Like, what unit of measurement are we dealing with here? I just went to negative 40. I shouldn't be popping up. I'm going negative 30. Why am I going up? This is really confusing. Okay, let's do 20. I'm still going up. Why am I going up? 350. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem like that works. Let's just do negative 45 and see what happens. That doesn't seem to help. 0. You do nothing. That's great. Okay, negative 50, go back to where you were. So lifting this up, like it should be moving, right? Like, so I lift it up. Oh, you know what? It's a collider on the character itself. That's why. Yeah, it's a collider on the character, so we'd have to alter the... I'll do that later. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Okay, so that's cool. Now, let me play again. So that's one thing figured out. Let me figure out the pictures thing. So there's just supposed to be picture frames on the wall. And I don't see them showing up at all. So if there are any messages explaining... There's no more errors. I would expect some errors. And maybe that's the issue, is that there isn't an error, and they're just not being spawned. Okay. One with the shadows. Alright, so top down player control. Unless there's like a button to press or something. I mean, I think the picture's supposed to be on the wall, just blank. So we should be... Yeah, I don't know. So there's a few things. I still don't understand what the entry point is. This seems pretty magical to me. Player start. It just seems to produce the right... Somehow it produces the right character controller. And there's got to be a reference somewhere. The second thing is that partially because I can't find the entry point of the app, I don't know what's supposed to be spawning things on the wall, if any. So that's another thing to consider. So I want to do something, switch directions and just work on... See, if I move this, like you're going to start there now, aren't you? Yeah. So, what's up, dude? Alright, let me go into this guy. Can I just edit? Yeah. So there's this, and then there's a controller. Parent class gym character. Okay, so let me go to this capsule here. I saw it over viewport, yeah. So I should be able to mess with this. Scale, yeah, I want to mess with your capsule shape. Let me mess with you. I can't edit it. Even if it is just for this runtime, like... Class settings, yeah, not helpful. Don't know, man. Why can't I edit this? I'm not sure if that, like, I just need to edit the instance. So there's this capsule component. Like, I can't see the nest of all the things unless it's just in this list here. So I guess that's possible. Field of view has like... What is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just screwed up the... I didn't think it was working, but it caught up to it. Okay. So it has mesh, linear dampening. So yeah, capsule component. So if I can mess with the size of this, constraints. I shouldn't think this was advanced to set the size of the capsule. I click on that. Okay, I think I'm... Yeah, details. I think I'm getting this UI a little more. It's just a little hard to see. Make it a little bit bigger for myself, but still, I almost want it to be like this. Yeah, like that. And then you broken. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna close it. Dare I make it like Unity? Yes. This is much more at home. I can just understand much better what's going on. Okay, yeah, this is a lot easier for me to grok. Okay, so capsule components. I should be able to with this see the yes. Okay. So your location, your scale. So I kind of want to mess probably the Y scale. I want to see it too. How do I see it? Y scale is maybe not it. I see scale. Looks like Z scale is what I'm after. But that's scaling the collider and the character. Because why? Because why not, I suppose. Am I not scaling the capsule collider? But it's because this is a child, so then I'd have to like scale you back up. But half height. Uh, gotta mess with something else. You can't mess with this scale here. This transform is gonna manipulate the children. And then let's fix you. I guess I don't really need that. The radius is. Yeah, I actually never thought it would be this difficult. I mean, your position here, I would expect to be relative, but this actually looks like it's a global position. So I can try to just adjust this and hope that it's a child. Yeah, it doesn't let me move it relative to the parent, which is tricky. Could be something. Let's remove that one. That's curious. Which also moves the mesh, so that's fun. Clicking stationary really does make it stationary. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to change the size of this collider. It's weird to me. Like I could probably you could do some weird stuff here, probably like mess with its size over here. But it just like keeps going up. I can like drop this down here. Is that what I'm looking for? Can't drop the collider, but I can drop the character model. So maybe with Unreal, like rule of thumb is to do um, the child, edit the lowest child transform. Okay, so that's like 148. Let's just go edit that. Though it's kind of difficult because, yeah, it's not here. So I have to find it. I'm not really sure where to even look. Actors. Oh yeah, here's splatter stuff. Cool. That does look cool. Let's see, mannequins. I feel like this isn't the right spot. Level prototyping. People, maybe. I think I made that folder. Just toss people in there. Top down. Yeah, there we go. So we can fix this guy. So we'll go. We found the mesh, and then we can just make this. I think it was 148. Right? So just go with that. So now, should be able to Control S. Go out of here. I want this to be in this, like, yeah, just be in the scene. Let's hit play, so we should, okay, that did not do what I wanted. So if I come, click on you, 148, so that's not it. I went the wrong way, maybe. No. That was not the wrong one. Negative 158. Yeah, it does not update quickly. So I'm gonna kind of keep pulling it to the left until we get to the ground. 210. Yeah, it keeps bouncing up. This is weird. Like now it's 231, 265. This isn't right. There's something going on with like the physics. Like I would expect. Yeah, I would expect it to just. It's something with the physics. I think interacting. But the model, I wouldn't want it to be interacting. The capsule is what should be interacting. The capsule's a parent. So if I move the child, you really shouldn't gripe. You should just let me do weird things. Yeah. Like if I want a weird offset, you have to just let that weird offset be. So 249 seems pretty decent. I don't think your shoe's in the ground, but looks good. See what I can get away with here. And this unit of measurement is weird. Like I think this is like meters, but that's not meters. There's no way. And this height here, so I can just see like negative 200 even, see if that, yeah, let's just do that. So I'm gonna go back to this game, negative 200, save, go, okay. All right, cool, so now you're on the ground. You've been floored. Cool. And then these guys are screwed up. I guess, you know what, maybe the real issue is, and I didn't realize it until I saw something else with this problem, is that the collision floor needs to be fixed instead. That's probably better. Like, yeah, I think I just need to fix the collision floor. So let me grab this player start thing and start next to this for now, and then I'm gonna figure out this floor, go back and undo what I did over here, because I don't even know what this was, but maybe I can Control Z it. Undo background, undo move elements. No, it's undoing things over here. That's unfortunate. It doesn't, it has like a global undo, it doesn't. So I'm just gonna set this to 0. And let me check this viewport here. So yeah, you're screwed. That's not right. Let me see if I can just correct this. Oh no, it froze. Dang. It does not like that. Yeah, I went to 2000 before stopping. Okay. Yeah, there we go. This is nice. Much better. Alright, so now I want to do like a micro. It's still pretty big snap. So what are you snapping at? 10? So let's do 95. I'm not sure what unit. Yeah, that's pretty good. At least for the capsule. So we can. So now this is like correct, internally consistent, and then you can see what. Alright, so they're just falling through the floor. So let me fix this floor. So this, I think, is a collider, or was it the? Yeah, I think it was this. So 0 is apparently not working very well. Can I see you? Why can't I? Let me turn on your. Should have I can view visibility. Visible. Yes. Oh wow, you look wretched. But at least now we can see your height and therefore adjust it appropriately. Just kind of right through the floor. Alright, let's try that out. And this will make you disappear because you look terrible. I know. Maybe we want this. Maybe we want this terrible carpet. Alright, so fixing the floor, that's good. That guy's screwed up. His collider probably needs some work. But yeah, the boxes are good, and so is the character, so that feels good. Yeah, so we'll turn off that. Save. else can I do? Some little stuff because I don't know what to do about the picture frames just yet. So I can import another character. That's going to take forever. Oh my gosh, the floor goes forever. I can't move back. There we go. Right mouse down. Yes, so they're floating in the air, but then when the game starts, they drop down. That's cool. But he doesn't drop down. So kind of look at him a little bit. I don't know if we can just like switch the skeleton with the controller with this guy. So here's this mesh character. I don't think there's anything particularly special about this. Let me see if I can just... Whoa, this is so cool. Like, Unreal's editors are just amazing. Like, just built into this. Like, you gotta be... Okay, so it's saying skeletal mesh. So I have a folder like this. I'm a little scared to like just mess with stuff, but at the same time, I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna have to try it and hope for the best. And I could watch like more tutorials and stuff, but I learn better by just tinkering around, and it sticks better, you know. I remember better. I can just find where I put things. I put it in actors. No, I think I just stuff everything level prototyping. Okay, so these are animations, and then there's skeletal mesh. So it's weird because this is a skeletal, but this is skeletal mesh. So let's do that. Okay, just double click. Okay. That's not exactly what I was going for. I was trying to select it. So I went browse to, oh, okay. I thought you were going to let me. All right, so let me pop this content drawer open. So this really goes over. It doesn't, oh, so maybe if I do dock and layout, it'll let me. Okay, so I kind of like the option to go like this. Did that really just work? I mean, that's cool. So let's try that. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's still like doing the girl walk, but that's hilarious. It is working. All right, so I'm just gonna make some more characters, and then I guess we can like trying to figure out how to like randomly assign a skeletal mesh. I'll get an array skeletal meshes or something like that. Dude's legs are ripped. Also, there's no like cloth physics and stuff, so like it's just like sticking. All right, so there's that. Okay, I think maybe that's good for now. Let me get a little snip, and then yeah, that's it.